Have you ever boarded a plane that only had one engine? Imagine the pilot getting on the intercom and saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Just so you know, this aircraft has only one engine. If that engine fails, we don't have a backup. We're going down." Most people would get off that plane immediately. Because putting your life in the hands of a single point of failure sounds insane. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Millions of people are doing exactly that every single day. The only difference is that the engine isn't attached to an airplane, it's attached to their paycheck. For most people, one job is their entire financial plan. One employer, one paycheck, one source of income. And if that income disappears tomorrow because of layoffs, a recession, a health emergency, or a technological shift, everything starts falling apart. The mortgage payment doesn't stop, the car payment doesn't stop, the credit card bills don't stop. Life keeps sending invoices. And that's exactly why so many people live under constant stress. They're not just working for money, they're working to avoid disaster. They tolerate toxic bosses. They stay in jobs they hate. They give up evenings, weekends, and sometimes even their health. All for a paycheck that arrives once a month and disappears almost as quickly. Today isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's not about crypto hype, lottery dreams, or overnight success stories. This is about something far more important. Building financial security before life forces you to. Because the world has changed, and most people haven't realized it yet. For decades, society sold us the same formula. Go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, work hard, retire someday. Sounds reasonable, right? There's just one problem. The word secure doesn't mean what it used to. Industries are changing faster than ever. Technology is replacing tasks that once required entire teams. Artificial intelligence can now perform work that used to take professionals hours to complete. Companies restructure, markets shift, entire careers can become obsolete in a few years. Yet many people still believe their job is permanent. It's not, no job is. That doesn't mean panic, it means preparation. The biggest risk today isn't losing your job. The biggest risk is depending on only one. But most people never think about that because they're trapped in a routine. Wake up, fight traffic, sit in front of a screen all day, come home exhausted, watch content, scroll social media, go to sleep, repeat. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years. Then one day you look up and wonder where all the time went. You realize you've spent years surviving instead of building. Years maintaining a lifestyle instead of creating freedom. And here's where things get even more dangerous. As income increases, expenses usually increase faster. The first promotion arrives. Then comes the new car, the upgraded apartment, the expensive phone, the furniture, the subscriptions, the vacations paid with credit cards. Everything seems manageable because the monthly payments are small. But those small payments quietly become financial handcuffs. You don't own those purchases. Those purchases own you. Every new payment reduces your options. Every new debt makes risk-taking harder. Every new obligation increases your dependence on your next paycheck. Suddenly, quitting a bad job feels impossible. Starting a business feels impossible. Learning a new skill feels impossible. You become trapped inside a financial cage built one monthly payment at a time. The scary part? Most people don't even realize they're locked inside it. So how do you escape? The answer is surprisingly simple. You build a second source of income. Not because you want to become a millionaire tomorrow. Not because social media told you to start a side hustle. But because depending on one source of income is one of the most dangerous financial decisions a person can make. Whenever people hear the phrase side income, they usually respond the same way. I don't have time. And honestly, that sounds reasonable. After a full day of work, who wants to come home and work more? But let's take a closer look at that excuse. Everyone gets 24 hours. The CEO, the entrepreneur, the investor, the employee, everyone. Let's do the math. 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours for work, 1 hour commuting, 2 hours for meals, family and daily responsibilities. That's 20 hours, which means 4 hours still remain. So where do those hours go? Most people already know the answer. Streaming platforms, social media, YouTube rabbit holes, endless scrolling, random conversations. Entertainment that feels productive but changes nothing. The issue isn't that people don't have time. The issue is that they spend their best remaining hours on activities that create no future value. That's why one of the most powerful concepts in personal development is something called the 1 hour rule. Just 1 hour, 60 minutes, dedicated entirely to building your future. Not your employer's future, not someone else's dream, yours. 1 hour every day can completely change the direction of a life. Because consistency beats intensity every single time. The question is, what should you do during that hour? The good news is that we're living in the greatest opportunity rich era in history. A generation ago, starting a business often required large amounts of money. Today, many opportunities require almost none. The most valuable assets aren't money anymore. They're skills, focus, and consistency. Those are the currencies that matter. There are only two ways people earn money. They either trade time for money or they create value and get paid for it. Most jobs fall into the first category. Building a side income moves you toward the second. And it starts with identifying a skill people are willing to pay for. Maybe you're a strong writer, maybe you're creative, maybe you're analytical, maybe you're organized. Every person has something valuable they can develop. The internet has created opportunities that didn't exist even 10 years ago. Copywriting, video editing, graphic design, content creation, social media management, AI assisted services, consulting, digital products. The list keeps growing every year. And here's the best part. Many of these opportunities can be started from a laptop in your living room. No office, no employees, no huge startup costs. Just a skill and the willingness to improve. That's where most successful side incomes begin.